Kamusta? Test mic 1, 2, 3. Kamusta? Rinig naman. Rinig ba tayo? Test mic 1, 2, 3. Rinig tayo, rinig. Rinig hindi. Can you hear me? Rinig. Okay. We have a few minutes to we have 3 minutes to go. Kamusta kayong lahat? Kamusta? Anong balita ngayon? Anong balita? Medyo na busy ako ngayon. Oh, yan. From Japan. Diyan sila. Awesome. Tayo natin ng konti ang kasama natin, ano? If you can hear me. Okay din pala nung pinaglalaroan ko dito. Natuwa, no? Natuwa. Hindi ko alam kung paano ito i-include. Nung sabi na, attorney, magandang gabi. Hello, Nenita B. Ace Ramos, nandiyan ka na naman, brother. Papa D. Pinay Paparazzi. Hi pala siya. Jocelyn Arnaiz Saladaga. Maribel Hidaka, how are you? Good evening sa inyong lahat. Marchie Henobisa Basan, how are you? Steve Palaka. Palaka o Palaka? That's the matter. Aaron Paul Amor. Dinig naman daw. Watching from HK, hi Judy, Erica. How are you? Si Catherine Magalonzo. Nahirap pa sa akin itong Monte Alto, si Augustine Monte Alto. He is in France. Nakahubad. Mainit daw doon sa France. Si Noy Ramirez, good evening. France TV Surigao, how are you? Si Rodora Cubao at Fong. Taga saan ka, Rodora? North, sa Mountain Province. Yan yung, okay, yeah. Si Maribel, si Ryan Padamal, si Jerome Borja, si Jim Chongson. How are you? Patugtugin na muna natin itong ating Torval na. Okay, how about now? Do you hear me? Meron na? Meron na? Meron na? Meron na? Meron na? Meron na? Wala pa? Wala pa rin? Hello, hello, hello. Meron na yan. Meron na. Okay, okay. Let's begin. This is Attorney Ahmed for Luminous and Luminous na lang tayo ngayon. Wala nang for Trixie Cruz-Angeles by Trixie Cruz-Angeles and Ahmed Paglinawan kasi na-appoint na si Attorney Trixie sa OPS. OPS na siya ngayon. Yung PCOO na alam natin dati, ngayon ay OPS na. It is going to be restructured and reorganized, and it will be called OPS, the Office of the Press Secretary. Okay? Office of the Press Secretary. Yan yung opisina ni Attorney Trixie magmula July 1. So ang epekto niyan hindi siya pwede na muna dito sa Luminous kasi yung kanyang paninilbihan ay pareho sa ginagawa namin dito sa Luminous, and she can't do that in both private and public capacity. So she will just focus on her public office. Kami na lang muna dito. Ang problema lang, yung Luminous, yung Facebook does not allow us to change the name to or just remove Trixie Cruz-Angeles for a while. So it's still stuck there, but we make it a point na hindi siya nagpa-participate dito. Except as a guest siguro every now and then, or yung nakikiusap sa atin na magpa-repost, ganyan-ganyan. Diba? Yeah. So excited kami. Excited ako for her, and I'm sure she's also excited. She's probably scared out of her wits. Diba? Can you see my pit, my sink behind me? And vintage radio, whatever. Okay. Hinuhugasan kaya malapit sa sink. Okay. I'm doing this even if I don't have anything in my head to talk about because I'm trying to acclimatize. Okay? Acclimatize dito sa ginagawa ni Attorney Trixie dati na halos araw-araw siya nagla-live. And now it has fallen in my hands. So I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get used to this, to get the hang of it by talking to you every as often as I can. So ito tuloy parang kahit na wala masyadong seryosong topic, let's just do this para masanay ako, and I hope you don't mind that na pinagpa-practicean ko yun. In any case, itong practice natin, meron pa rin naman tayo mapapag-usapan na incidentally na importante. Hi. To those who just came in, good evening sa inyong lahat. This is our new format for the Luminous Live, which is obviously and missing Attorney Trixie. Diba? Suddenly you have a guy with hair in the face and long hair and diminishing hair. And ako na yung palagi niyang makikita siguro. And I am also trying to get the hang of fixing the sound and all these things. So, yes, may tanong, nagpa-practice ka po ba in appearing in court? Yes, I appear in court. Probably not as often beginning July 1 because I would be taking over some of Attorney Trixie's work on Luminous and some other work that she does for other people. So, yeah. I have a visitor. How are you? I have a visitor. Yeah. Come over. I have a visitor. I want you to meet my visitor. She's here. You want to sit here? Hi, say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Ano ba yung
So,
mga, what are the
yeah, yeah,
questions?
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Wala, nothing. I'm just practicing. Para masanay ako na
So today's live will be about
practicing.
practicing
Getting the
how
hang
to
of it.
do live.
Yes.
So, okay, so let me check. May mga tanong po ba kayo? Hi, magandang gabi. Ako po si Trixie Cruz-Angeles.
Oh,
Nakikigulo dito sa live ni Attorney Ahmed.
na-surprise pa kayo.
I see you. Hi po. Miss ko din po kayo. Nakakamiss talaga mag-live.
Practice mo.
Nagpa-practice daw si Attorney Ahmed para masanay siya dito sa sa pagla-live.
How do you do the, yun na yung chat.
Yeah, that's the
They
chat.
don't see the chat.
Nobody can
How do
see.
you
No,
do
they
that?
can see the chat in their own. Kunwari sa Facebook, makikita nila yung Facebook chat.
Alright, alright.
Ah, hi po. Opo, na-miss ko din po kayo. Na-miss ko yung pagla-live tsaka yung mga pagsasagot ng tanong. So,
Sige, just stay there.
habang maaga pa, tanong nyo na po. Congratulations on your appointment. Opo. Pero officially, mag-start lang po ako ng July 1. Although, nag-start na po yung ibang duties, katulad ng pag-conduct ng press briefing, dun sa sa HQ kung saan si BBM. On the 30th, merong inauguration. Wala pa po kaming mga detalye tungkol dito. So, but after that, on the officially, the president-elect, after he takes his oath on July 30, siya na po ang tinaguriang pangulo ng ating bansa. So, uh, miss your live.
How are you
Opo.
related with Attorney Ahmed? Sabi ni Eileen.
Nga. How are we related? He's my law partner.
Yeah.
He's,
We are connected to each other.
yeah, we're connected to each other. Meron po bang vloggers, ay, na iyong, oh, what was that? Wait, nalampasan
Scroll up.
ako. See. Now I know PBBM is in good hands. Yep. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope we can live up to the expectations both of the country at saka si of course our president. At tinatanong ni Bill Kim Solomon about continuity, bakit di pa na-appoint si Tugade? Wala po akong information about who gets appointed sa DOTR. Pero as you know, ang bagong Pangulo ay namimili ng sarili niyang gabinete. But right now, we don't know who that is going to be. Will you be at VP Sara's ceremony tomorrow? Hindi po, may trabaho po tayo dito. Tulad nga ng sinabi namin, although officially, ang upo natin ay sa July 1, or the afternoon of June 30, yun po ang umpisa ng aming mga tungkulin. Um, Nag-a-assist na po kami dito sa President-elect sa kanyang mga press briefings, at saka dun sa sa pag-i-explain sa media o pag-a-announce sa media ng mga bagong appointees o ng polisiya ng President-elect. So, kino-congratulate naman po namin, nagpadala naman po kami ng greetings at congratulations sa ating nahalal na Vice Presidente. Nice to see you. Congratulations. Maraming salamat po dun sa mga congratulations ninyo. Na-miss ko actually magkarambola. Na-miss ko din mag-live. Pero tulad nga ng sinabi, si BBM po ay tuloy-tuloy ang pag-vlog niya. So, titingnan po natin kung makakapagtuloy-tuloy din po tayo ng pagla-live. Pero baka magkaiba na ng format. So, iimbitahin natin si Attorney Ahmed dun sa bagong site siguro for PCOO or the Office of the Press Secretary kapag nag-live na po kami doon. Ano po ang mostly hinahandle mo sa law o mostly pinapractice? Si Ahmed tinatanong ninyo, naglilitigate po siya. Bakit nag-camera siya daw si Attorney Ahmed? Kasi, kasi mausok. Sabi ni Ma'am Fatima, naghahanap siya ng press con kung wala siyang makita. I think marami po nasa TikTok. So, sige, pero ang mapapangako ko is that on the afternoon of June 30, nag-uumpisa na nga yung aming katungkulan at mula nun, mag-aano na po kami, makikita niyo na po regularly ang mga press briefings namin. May DOTR sec na ba? Wala pa po akong impormasyon tungkol dun. So, hayaan nyo kapag nalaman namin kung sino ay automatic naman po bahagi ng aming mga katungkulan ang pag-a-announce ng mga ng mga bagong nominees or designations. We love you po. Very happy po nakita namin kayo today. Uy, maraming salamat. Matagal na nga po akong hindi nakakapagbati sa inyo. Medyo na ano lang po, marami pa pong ginagawa. Siyempre, pinaghahandaan namin yung pag-upo sa pwesto, lalong-lalo na ng ating nahalal na Pangulo. Maraming pinaghahandaan para pagdating natin sa 30th ng Hunyo, handang-handa na po tayo. Tumaba ba daw ako? Wow, medyo tumaba ako. Salamat naman. Hindi ko nadadalasan talaga yung pag-live na nahahalata yung pagtataba.
Minsan na nga lang natutulog yun.
Sabi ni Attorney Ahmed, minsan na nga lang daw ako natutulog. Boljakin ko daw yung mga palpak sa gabinete. Hindi ko naman po katungkulin yung gawain na ganon. Um, Siyempre, lahat po ng mga nahahalal sorry, lahat po ng nade-designate o nanonominate o naitatalaga dun sa pwesto sa gabinete ay under the control and supervision ng ating Pangulo. So, siya po ang mangboboljak kung sakasakaling may nagkakamali. Or alam niyo naman ang sabi ng ating Pangulo, we cannot afford a cabinet na hindi sanay or hindi bihasa kasi dapat mabilis matuto pagkaupo. So, yan po yung yun yung requirement. So, nasa sa ating pangulo na po ang tumingin sa kanyang gabinete. Ano daw una kong i-implement bilang PCOO-SEC? Well, titignan pa po natin. Siyempre, iintayin natin ang direktiba or i-announce po namin ang direktiba, ang tinatawag natin na policy directive ng ating Pangulo. At yun ang susundin natin. Lahat ng mga plano ay manggagaling dun sa direktiba na yun ng ating Pangulo. So kung ano yung vision niya, yan po ay ipapatupad natin para sa bansa. Ang ganda daw ng kilay ko. Sabi ni JC Cheats, maganda daw kilay nyo. Kilay is life.
Pwede ko pala show.
Oh, pwede.
Okay.
Ito, halimbawa. Okay.
Yan, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, know how to do that.
Okay. So, ngayon pa lang nakikita ni Attorney Ahmed kung paano
Kung ginagawa ko.
gaano daw kahirap ito.
Hirap na pala ito.
Yung mga ibang katanungan kasi hindi ko masasagot hanggat nakaupo na talaga kami kasi titingnan pa po namin. Although nagta-transition kami, um, yung kabuuan ng aming katungkulan at yung mga at pagbubuo ng plano ay manggagaling dun sa kapangyarihan na makakamta natin from the time that we sit.
Ito maganda to. Maganda yan. Maganda.
Hindi ako sanay makita naka-makeup ko sa mga interview. Wala po akong makeup ngayon. Pero naka-makeup ako pag interview. Kailangan syempre presentable tayo.
Ito ang basahin mo.
Ano yan? Since wala ka na po sa karambola, saan na po kami magpapadala ng mga chocolate?
Diretso
Ay.
sa akin.
Diretso na daw kay Attorney Ahmed. Sana makaabot. Diba? Bago Siyempre si Attorney Ahmed daw yung official taster ng ating mga tsokolate ngayon.
Stage mother ako.
Stage mother daw siya. So, malay nyo, pag nagpakitang gilas sa pagkaka-stage mother, maitalaga siya bilang official stage mother. Does the PCO office manage PTV channels? Hindi directly manage. Ang PTV po ay sa pangangasiwa. Mayroon silang sariling board at meron silang parang president and general manager. At yun po ang directly nangangasiwa dun sa PTV. Pero merong parang oversight functions po ang PCOO. Si Chrisette, galit na galit, gustong manakit, bakit wala pang DOTR daw, kaya daw binoto ng DDS si PBBM dahil yan ang pangako na ma-retain si Sec Tugade. Hindi ko po alam kung yan nga po ay ang pangako. Titignan po natin. Sa ngayon po wala talaga akong impormasyon tungkol dyan. So, antay-antayin na lang natin ang pagtatalaga ng kalihim ng DOTR. So, hindi ko po alam talaga kung ano mangyayari dyan. Hintayin po natin. Usually naman, i-announce ko kaagad yan kapag naitalaga na. Palagay nyo, nasa katauhan ni BBM ang pagiging walk the talk o political will? Hindi ko po sigurado kung ano yung ibig niyong sabihin dito eh. Is he the type who ibig niyo sabihin? Well, ako, pag, yan ay, alam ko nag-hang. Okay. Sabi ni Bandolph Pauli, parati daw niyang inaabangan ako sa karambola. Salamat po. Okay, so ano,
Okay na.
sanay ka na? Okay ka na?
Nag-practice pa rin ako.
Nag-practice ka. Ready ka dito?
Thank you for visiting.
Okay, sana po lahat ng ma-appoint, sabi ni, ay, eto, sa gabinete ang maging trustworthy. I wish the new administration all the best po. Ay, maraming salamat po. Bahagi po kasi ako ng administrasyon na yan, kaya magpapasalamat ako dun sa inyong ah, wish na na maging successful itong padating na na administrasyon. Di po kayo nakapunta kahapon sa Karambola. On leave na po ako sa Karambola kasi syempre baka may masabi tayo dyan na hindi na misinterpret at ano ba tawag nito, ma-credit pa sa ating Pangulo, sa ating President-elect, masisi pa siya. So, kailangan mag-leave na muna ako at magsanay din. Pati dito sa Luminous, minsan nga kasi kahit si Attorney Ahmed ang nagsasabi, naikikredit pa rin sa akin. Tignan niyo yung mga sa Twitter, Akala nila lahat ng nakapost sa Luminous nanggagaling sa akin.
Kasi tayo.
Kapag kaya na po nating baguhin, kasi ang Facebook may waiting period eh. Kapag kaya na pong baguhin yung pangalan sa Luminous, baka panandalian habang ako'y nanunungkulan sa gobyerno, maalis muna saglit yung pangalan ko dun sa Luminous. Bantayan ang mga ahas sa mga appointed. I think bahagi naman po yata yan ng kahit anong administrasyon na maniguro na tuloy-tuloy ang pagtitiwala namin sa isa't isa, di ba?
Meron pa rin bang
Meron.
sa press TV?
Sabi ni Friday Atilano, meron pa bang sa press briefing? Hi, namimiss ko talaga yung ngayon. Parang wala rin ako sa wisyo pag di ko naririnig. Kahit paminsan-minsan, di ba? Ang kulit mo, ano yan?
Ayan.
Papaniwala ka ni Huklubang Carpio. Ano daw? May sinasagot siya. Uy, maraming salamat kay Ma'am Mila Layog. Nagpadala siya sa super sticker. Oh.
Maraming salamat.
Uy!
Ang kape.
Opo, maraming salamat dun sa pangkape ni Attorney Ahmed. Nami-miss namin kayo sa Luminous 'pag nanunungkulan na kayo ng puspusan bilang PCOO. Maraming salamat po. Pero bilang PCOO, baka naman mapadalas yung pagkita niyo sa amin sa mainstream. Baka naman po kayong manawa dun. So, nag-go po kami sa karambola tuwing nababanggit yung name niyo. So, salamat po. O siya, hindi ko na-hijackin yung kay Attorney Ahmed na live. Maraming
Alright, thank you.
salamat. Sana tangkilikin niyo kung ano man ang magiging mga live ng PCOO kapag nanunungkulan na kami ng official. Maraming salamat. Ay, tinanong ni Bunson Mahinay, ikaw na po ba ang spokes? Actually, ang walang spokes, ang spokes po ay si Pangulo, si President-elect, si President PBM. Kayang-kaya na po niya yon. Kaya paminsan-minsan siya po ay magko-conduct ng sarili niyang press con. Ako lang po ang taga-announce ng mga polisiya niya at kung sakasakaling kailangan ay ipaliwanag ang mga ito. So, it will be a little different. Hindi na po magtatalaga si Pangulong BBM ng spokes kasi hindi na po ganun ka necessary. Okay? Kayang-kaya na ni Presidente at ni President-elect at ang sa akin yung mga announcements na lang at saka yung pag-explain. So maraming salamat. Pakitulungan na lang po, pa-assist na lang po kay Atty. Ahmed. Huwag kakalimutan mag-like and share pa rin po kayo dito sa Luminous. Manonood pa rin po kayo ng mga live niya. Tapos papaano ko sa kanya, papashare ko sa kanya yung mga posts namin sa PCOO. So siguro isa kayo sa unang makakakita ng mga announcements namin. Kasi papadala namin kaagad sa Luminous to Attorney Ahmed. Okay? So, if you want to hear, yung, kumbaga, sabay yung pag-receive ng notifications together with all the other press releases, kumbaga, isang buksuan, masasama na dun sa pinapadala ng Luminous. Okay? Kasabay na rin ng mga mainstream rin. Sige, maraming salamat. Sana may pagkakataon uli na makapag-live ako. So, pero tignan natin, paghahandaan po namin, lalo na pagka nag-umpisa na ang katungkulan namin dun sa PCO. Maraming salamat. Sige, Ahmed. Ano yun? Thank you. Good night.
Alright. Right. That was our secretary. Bye. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Ayan. Okay. Dumaan lang yan sa Attorney Trixie dito sa aking maliit na kusina dito na ako muna ang gumagamit. Teka muna ha, yung mouse ko. Alright. Okay. Hindi siya ang spokes. What happened to this mouse? Alright. Okay. We're back. Ang galing, no? Exciting. Exciting masyado. Missed you. Namimiss nga. Oh, nakakamiss talaga si Attorney Trixie. Hi, Attorney. Kahit late na ako. Ayan. Alright. Okay. Ano bang balita dito sa ating social media? Ano balita dito? Okay, ayun pala. Yung sinasabi nito kay Ganaw. Okay, let's talk about that a bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Naimbag na rabi, kapsat. Roland. Alam ko, Ana Marie, nakakamiss talaga sa Trixie. Ni Ahmed, lagi ba kayo nakikipagbardagulan sa korte? Actually, mabait ako sa korte eh. I'm kind. But minsan lumalabas yung pagkasutil talaga. And for example, okay, kwento. Isang nagpe-present yung kalaban ng testimony ng isang witness. Okay? At ang paraan kasi ng pag-present ng testimony ngayon ay hindi na yung nakaupo yung witness doon at tatanungin ng maraming tanong. Ang ginagawa ngayon ay ginagawa na lang siyang judicial affidavit. Okay. Judicial affidavit, yun yung affidavit na nakasulat na yung question ng lawyer, sagot ng witness, question na naman, sagot na naman, question na naman, sagot na naman. Okay. Tapos, so, kumbaga, bago pa no, do not call me. Do not, no, do not call me. Here. Okay, here. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, normally, sa dating paraan ng pag-testify, ang nare-record meron kasing taga-record dyan sa korte, ang tawag dyan yung transcriber or something like that. Nagre-record. Okay, let's talk about also that later. Huwag na nga lang tayo magkwento, mamaya na yung kwento. Ito na lang ang kwento. Kasi long hair ako, no? Nasa korte. Ang korte dito sa Pilipinas, maliliit. So, masisikip. Ang daming mga tao doon sa loob. Kaupo na. May mga lawyers na nakatayo na dyan. Ang kaalat dyan. Ang sikip ng courtrooms. Ako, may hearing ako. Nakatayo ako doon sa may pinto na dahil masikip. Ganyan. Nakalimutan ko na itali yung buhok. So, dating na yung judge, all rise, ganyan, tayo na. Prayer, ganyan. Tapos, lahat ng mga akusado dyan, pumasok dito, sa harap. Ganyan. Ikaw, yung mahabang buhok, pumasok ka na dito. Sabi ko, hindi ako akusado, Your Honor, abogado po ako. Natawa na lang yung abogado, yung usgado, yung judge. Kasi napagkamalan ng abogado ng akusado. Kasi mukha kasing squatter, long hair, palpas na wala sa ayos. Pagkamalan akong akusado. Anyway, let's talk about konti about the now. Okay, let's look at what happened involving this incident sa Mega Mall as a process. Okay, as a process. Hindi ho ito yung may nangyari and then in a short period of time, we expect na dapat na solve na yan, ganyan. Meron na mga crimes na nangyari 10 years ago na hanggang ngayon hindi pa na-solve. And yet, we see shown in the news na ayan, malakad-lakad lang yung akusado dyan. There is a dog, baby. What are you doing here? Okay, say hi to this giant.
So,
This is it.
sit.
All right. Looking aso yun. That dog was it's a Belgian Malinois. It's 7 months old. It's really big. Tinitraining siya natin ni Trixie. Tapos bigla akong tinakbo dito. Yeah, right. Okay, I was saying, to process, hindi natin ito pwedeng madaliin because pag binadali natin mga police and remember that what we know about the case as comes from the media, okay, the social media and also the mainstream media. And that may not be the complete information. What the hell? Okay. Ang kulit mo Go on. It may not be the complete information about the case. That the police should know or the law should know or everyone should know about it. So limited lang alam natin sa kaso. And even if nakita natin yung footage doon na nangyari na sagasaan yung tao and all that stuff, it may not be the complete story to know in order for us to validly adjudge a person to be completely criminally liable about something. Go away. Okay. Okay. So, ngayon, iniisip natin na dapat ma-solve na kaagad to dahil kitang-kita naman sa video yung nangyari. It's not that easy. Bakit? Because in a legal procedure which is required by the law, okay, required by law sa constitution natin yung due process, ay marami ang um, mga provisions na rules dyan na nakalagay dyan to protect the accused, the rights of the accused. Okay? Kasi siya, ang akusado, is presumed innocent until proven guilty. And that will apply to anybody who will become an accused in the future. Okay? So it will also apply to us kung sa atin nangyari. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Euphemia525 for this super sticker thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. All right. And it might not be the complete information that would satisfy the requirement of law to afford the accused due process. So kahit na halimbawa, kita natin doon na tumakbo siya, and sagasaan niya itong tao, tapos tumakbo siya, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na guilty na kaagad yan kasi kailangan pa yung litisin ng korte. Okay? Litisin pa ng korte yan bago siya mapatunayan na guilty talaga. Alright. Kasi kailangan nating siguraduhin, kailangan ng batas natin na siguraduhin na yung ikinukulong natin ay talagang may kasalanan. Isipin nyo, kung sa atin mangyari yan na wala tayong right to due process, okay, dahil marami lang grupo diyan na nagsisisigaw na ikulong na yan dahil masamang tao yan. Kita-kita namin sa CCTV. Ikulong na yan, and then ikulong ka nga just because of that. Okay, which is hardly even close to what is a due process. Anong mangyayari sa atin? Di ba? And that is why even those people who are accused of crimes, they are also accorded this right to due process na hindi sila pwedeng husgahan kaagad-agad na lang dahil may clamor sa taong bayan. Okay. So, itong proseso na nangyayari involving the PNP, yung pinipresent nila yung surrender. Thank you, Ani. Uy, si Ani. Si Ani nagpapagwapings ka. Ano ka, sip-sip ka. Salamat, Ani, salamat. Ito si Ani, palagi kang kabiruan doon. Yeah, alright. This process, what's going on with the police is still part of that process. Wala pa nga tayo sa husgado eh. Nandito pa lang tayo sa investigation stage. Okay? And part of that is what the PNP did. May konti lang problema kasi the problem with presenting these people, okay, the people that would be involved in a case or involved in an incident na nakita sa video, kasi dati sa history natin or sa ating nakalipas, hindi natin nakikita usually yung mga krimen. Kaya hindi natin nakikita yung mga krimen kasi wala pang masyadong CCTV noon, wala pang mga video. At pagka meron mga chumamba na reporter na naka-video niya, swerte na yun. I mean, it's one in a thousand things. Eh ngayon, marami ng CCTV and therefore we are more able to see more incidents of crime and accidents more than ever, di ba? So ngayon, akala natin dahil nakikita natin yun na yun, hindi ho ganun yun sa kanila because of requirement of due process. Again, we have to trust due process. We have to trust it because it has been proven, okay, it has been proven to serve everyone. Okay, hindi lang halimbawa if there is one who is falsely accused of something, falsely accused of something. Tapos, walang due process. Nakikinig na ng salamat kay Marjorie O. Sa iyong super sticker. Thank you very much. This evening. Okay, kung walang due process, masakit yun sa kanya dahil alam niya na wala siyang kasalanan but there is no way for him to prove it or there's no way for him to make sure that um, mapakita na wala siyang kasalanan. Okay? Pag wala kasi siyang kasalanan, there will be not enough evidence on the side of the prosecution to convict him. At kung walang pagkakataon na litisin nga siya where the prosecution will be required to submit evidence that would satisfy the requirement of beyond reasonable doubt sa crime. Beyond reasonable doubt. Okay? Kung hindi yan masatisfy, then hindi siya makukulong. Okay? Hindi siya makukonvict. And without the chance for him to be heard, where there is a requirement in the law, in the Constitution, that kailangan i-prove beyond reasonable doubt na prosecution ng kanyang crime, I think ma-deprive talaga siya of the chance to ever get out of jail. And if it happens to everyone, then lahat tayo makukulong nito. And there's no chance for us. Kung meron lang nainggit sa atin na kapitbahay and sinutyo tayo sa police and hinuli tayo falsely accused, there's no way for us to ever get out of jail. So it looks like the opposite of democracy. The opposite of democracy. So please understand what's going on with this case sa Mega Mall incident. Sa hit and run. Intindihin natin na medyo mabagal, medyo nakakagigil, kitang-kita na. But remember that this is just the investigation stage. If there is going to be a case, and I think there should be a case, and I will explain later. We have to wait. We have to trust the process because if we rush this process, it won't be due. Okay? It won't be due process. Okay? Pag minadali natin yan, sinabi na natin, kasuhan na kagad, kulong na kagad yan without enough evidence, without listening to everyone and before taking it to court, walang malinaw na due process. Thank you very much, Bench, Naps, sa iyong congratulations sa first live. Okay. Thank you. Sinagot na ba ni Darian yung comment mo sa Twitter? I don't know. Hit and run din ako sa Twitter. Well, even in Facebook. I post and then I just completely forget about it. Okay? Hindi ko masyadong sinusubaybayan yung mga post ko because most of the time I just think it and then write it and then move on. Most of the time I would probably forget it in a matter of like 30 minutes. I would no longer remember na post pala ako and stuff like that. But I will let you know. Kung sumagot na si Hidaria. Okay, due process para sa mayaman lang kahit merong video. Okay, that is not true. Please don't say that. Well, you can say that because that's your right. Okay, look at this. Without evidence kulong pero magmayaman may video pa yan na nakakalaya pa. That is true. That happens. I will not deny that. That happens. I'm a lawyer. I see this all the time. Okay, and burn and run. Owen. I see this all the time. Na pagka mayaman, medyo tingin natin mukhang nakakalusot nga sila. Most of the time, magaan lang sa kanila yung otherwise ay mabigat sa ating mga ordinaryong tao. And I am one of those ordinaryong tao. I am not special and definitely not special in the eyes of the law. And definitely do not enjoy friendship with people in position. I mean, Attorney Trixie is my friend and my partner in the law firm and in Luminous, but I have not asked her of anything. Hindi ako humingi sa kanya ng position dito and I could possibly do that but I won't because we want to be seen and appreciated for what we can do, for what we are, meritorious for, di ba? So, doon sa ano, si comment dito na may mga tao na meron talaga silang privileges dahil nga ay mayaman sila o may prestige yung apelido nila. Okay, but that does not mean that that is the way of democracy and equality and justice. No, that may be a proof or evidence of the lapses of people, okay, people in position in following to strictly following the rules that would uphold democracy. So, ang nakikita natin is not necessarily the system, but the defect in the system. Okay, and there is a lot we can do about that. We can record it and bring it to the ombudsman if it's the police na maabuso sa kanilang paggawa o hindi sumusunod sa mga patakaran ng batas, eh pwede natin silang ireklamo and everyone can do that. Hi, si Joe, nandito, my sister, Ilocana sister. How are you, Joe? Kamusta sa kay Alvin at saka sa dalawang girls mo? Ang lalaki na nila. I saw them there. I saw their pictures. Okay. Uh, yeah, totoo yan. Yes, I agree with you, Anna Marie. Right. I agree with you. But again, I'm saying that is not the system. That is not the system. That is defect in the system. Okay? That is the defect in the system. And we can do something about that. Imbis na magreklamo tayo, imbis na magalit tayo on Facebook or on YouTube, how about we try to actually do something about it with filing a case, and everyone can do it. Di ba? Short of saying put your money where your mouth is or something like that, meaning to say, kung matapang ka, kung galit ka talaga, help us do something about it. Okay? Help us do something about it. Kasi hindi ganon ka dali ang maging aktivista. And ang tawag dyan sa ginagawa natin, itong nagagalit tayo about something that we think is wrong about society, is being an activist. And when you see it, and when you see something and you're angry and you post it on the internet and say that ano ba tong gobyerno na to, bakit nakakapabor ang mga mayayaman at ang mga mahihirap ay kawawa. You are being an activist. Okay? But being an activist or activism does not stop with talking or typing away on Facebook. It goes on. Merong follow through yan dapat na action. Okay, action. Action. So, siguro, if we want to be true to our activism and advocacy, let's do something about it. And hindi lang naman iisang paraan ng paggawa niya na magkaso ka doon sa ombudsman or reklamo may tao na to ganyan. But to organize people and to educate people na every time makakita kayo ng ganito, mga galawan, i-report din. And gradually it will spread and everybody would learn about this kind of attitude and behavior, and then everybody will be vigilant at palagi nang magbabantay sa mga opisyalis natin. Right? Oh, hi. Marites Lucas, thank you for your super sticker tonight. Thank you very much. Marilyn Badillo Tracas de Lara. Shout out daw po. And Marilyn is from Italy. She's watching from Italy. Okay. Again, mga police. I had a problem with OIC Chief PNP Danao when he apparently to me, this is just my perception of what happened. Apparently, siya yung nagsasalita in lieu or in instead of the accused or the alleged perpetrator of that running over of another person tungkol doon sa bakit siya tumakbo. I mean, sino bang dapat makakasagot dyan? Personal knowledge, sino bang nakakaalam kung bakit siya tumakbo? Di ba yung tumakbo mismo? And who would be expected to be the one to say it? Hindi yung mismong nanak mo din, di ba? Eh bakit si OIC Chief PNP Danao ang nagsasabi niyan? Eh, and he said it even before the mother or the father or the son said it. Na natakot siya kasi may baril din kasi. Mga, what? Sana yung lang bata yung nagsabi niya na probably believe na okay, kasi natatakot ka naman kasi bumunot yung guard ng baril. Eh hindi nga nangyari yan, di ba? But who would be a person who would naturally think along that line na pagka may baril, delikado, tatakbo ako. Di ba yung sanay lang din sa, yung tao lang din na may baril, which would mean yung police lang din ang nakakaisip ng ganyang bagay na pag may tao yung baril, eh, delikado. Dahil baka barilin tayo niyan, sipa tayo. Pero pag ordinaryong tao ka, you don't think that way. Okay? You don't think that way. And that's why I think na itong si OIC PNP Chief Danao, ay siya nga ang nakaisip nitong reason na to. Sa kanya to dahil it would typically come from a person who is familiar with how it is to meet people with a gun because he would also have a gun. He is a policeman. Okay? Um, so, parang tuloy, hindi ka panipaniwala dahil bakit siya ang magsasabi yan? Bakit hindi yung tao? So, yun nga, it would appear like he's lawyering for this kid. He is not a kid. He is 34 years old. So, matanda na yan. Hindi na yan siya bata. I mean, maiintindihan ko kung minor yan. Minor yan. Pero kung 34 years old, tapos magbuboluntaryo ka ng depensa para sa kanya and you are the head of the agency, the organization that is supposed to investigate and even arrest this guy. Why this? So it looks bad. It looks bad. Okay, I am not saying that there is already bad faith there in the part of OIC Chief Bendita now. I'm saying it definitely looks bad. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look good at all. Okay? Kasi parang yun nga, naging spokesperson ka and then nagmano pa yung nanay mo. Ano ba yan? Uh, okay. That's really disappointing and it's really like, di ba? Nagmamano dyan, ito namang nanay, di ba? Parang, babae ito. Ba't mo ginagawa yan dyan? There are things that you do um, when you're with family and with your friends and outside of the public perception. But when you are on TV and it's, of course, you know na dapat itong mga polis ang nanguhuli dyan sa anak nyo, tapos magmamano ka dyan, what the hell? Diba? What the hell? Hindi eh. Ay, hindi maganda tingnan eh. Hindi maganda tingnan. I'm not saying na mali na kagad yan, there's a crime there. No. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't really look well. It doesn't look well. It doesn't look good. And that is why, hindi ko masisisi yung mga tao, hindi ko masisisi yung mga tao na nagagal, na magalit. Hindi ko kayo masisisi na magalit. And I will tell you now, you have the right to feel that. You have the right to feel that and you have the right to express that. You have the right to express that. But we should stop there by expressing. Because everything else that we will do in the line of along that line would already be would probably get out of the confines of what is our rights. Okay? So, pagka nangingialam na tayo sa investigasyon, tinatawag na nating kriminal yung police just because of those things, but those things are really, really seriously bad. Those are really seriously bad. But again, hindi yan sapat para sabihin mga kriminal itong mga polis na to dahil babayad sila, which is corruption, okay, which is graft. Or may pabor ang mga pulis sa mga mayayaman because we don't really have a proof of na binayaran nga sila. We cannot say that. We cannot say that. But again, you have the right to feel bad feel angry, and you have also the right to express your anger. But beyond that, wala na tayong magagawa because if you interfere in that investigation, now you are already committing obstruction of justice. For example, ikaw na ngayon ang makulong, makakasuhan. Okay? So, all of these things will have to be recorded by us as the public as well as those who are involved in the case. For example, later on kung may kaso, the prosecution, sila ang magsasabi dyan na muna parang niluto nyo naman to. But until then, eh, let's just be patient. Okay, let's express our anger, let's express our disappointment, but we stop where our rights would stop also. Stop also. Para hindi naman tayo din ang malintikan. Diba? But again, go ahead, speak it out, speak it out. Pag nagalit kayo, magalit kayo. Okay? Magalit kayo because if only for how bad it really looks, okay? If only for how bad it really looks from the eyes of the public, go ahead and speak it out. Okay? Speak it out. Because that is part of our duties as citizens to be vigilant, to watch the guardians, to watch the people to whom we entrusted our power of sovereignty. Kasi tayo talaga, ang taong bayan ang may power of sovereignty. Tayo ang may power dito sa ating bansa. Pero sila lang ang ating pinagkatiwalaan ito. At meron tayong obligasyon para maging vigilant, na dapat maging vigilant. Bantayan ito sila. Bantayan natin ito sila dahil sila yung pinagkatiwalaan natin ng ating power. Okay? And that is just correct. Ano ang firm name nyo and address? Wala na po muna kaming firm ngayon. It's suspended kasi wala na akong partner. Attorney Trixie is with government. And I don't feel like practicing all alone kasi mahirap. Nobody is covering your back and helping you out with the pleadings and all that stuff. But we will not stop thinking about the law and knowing the law. So kung meron kayong mga katanungan and all that, we can talk to you about, we can talk about it and maybe refer you to some lawyers that are good that we know and help you out. Okay? Dapat ay sabi, dapat daw dalasan. Yes, dadalasan natin ito pag-live. Parang sanay ako. Sabi ni Babes. Okay, thank you to Judy Torres for your ang kape. Ang kape. Ang kape. Salamat po. Hindi ho ako nagkakape. Pag uminom po ako ng kape, naantok ako. And I would be asleep in 5 minutes from drinking coffee. But I don't like to sleep. I don't like sleeping. I don't like sleeping. So ayoko nang uminom ng kape. Sabi ni Karen Minyao, attorney, pag inoferan po kayo maging member ng cabinet ni BBM, would you accept it? Uh, well, we will see kung anong i-offer sa akin. But okay, this is what I'm saying. If you read my posts and if you know me, I mean, even if not completely, you will see na medyo sanggano ako eh. Sanggano ako. And if I were BBM, the president, the incoming president, I would probably not want me to be in his cabinet because I would probably find myself in trouble every single time. Okay, every single time. Si Ahmed would always find an enemy somewhere he goes and anywhere he goes. So, but I am willing to help the government as I have helped the government of President Duterte in the past. Well, until now, because he's still president. As we have helped him, I'm willing to do that, but maybe it's not a good idea to put me in the cabinet. Maybe it's not a good idea at all. And I am happy where I am. And I am devoting my time in helping the government as well by helping the Trixie and all that stuff. Okay? And, well, I don't know. I won't ayoko magsalita ng tapos because hindi ko lang talaga alam paano sagutin itong tanong nyo kung tatanggapin ko because I would only know exactly how to think about it, whether or not to accept it kung andun na. Because I wouldn't know the parameters of what to think about in deciding whether I would accept it or not. But let's see. Kung merong mangyari man yan, and medyo malabo talaga mangyari yun, kung mangyari man yan, you will know. You will know. Kasi meron bang makalusot kay Attorney Trixie kung siya yung press secretary at nangyari yan, ikibabalita ka agad yan, di ba? Lalo na when it involves a member of the cabinet. But yeah, but again, I will not run away from an obligation or from a challenge to step up and help the people, okay, and help the people. I will really have a hard time thinking of whether I will accept it or not because I'm not the kind of person who will run away from a challenge, especially when the challenge would involve helping our fellow men and women, not only Filipinos but human beings. Okay, and I do not run away from that. Sometimes I just run headlong into it. In fact, and sometimes I find myself in trouble because of that. Pumayag ka kasi kaagad at tumulong dyan eh. Ngayon, nakaletse-letse buhay mo. And many people know that about me and Attorney Trixie. Many people know that about me and Attorney Trixie. That sometimes, di ba, sobrang hindi kami tumatakbo sa challenge, eh, matanggap kami kaagad ng mga ganyan. Eh, sometimes napapa-trouble kami. Yeah. And a lot of people, maybe some of you here would know what I'm talking about. But that is the past, and we are now all good, at least so far. Okay, sabi ni Vanessa Mendez, drug test I think kapag na-inquest na po yata, pero kung hindi pa po, wala po muna. Okay, usually yung drug test ginagawa yan sa, before you are, usually yung mga, especially when the incident involves drugs, okay, yung arrest involves drugs. Like hinuli siya for selling drugs or buying drugs, using drugs, all that stuff. Eh, pinapa-drug test kagad yan even before the inquest. But in this case, kasi there is no reason for requiring a drug test or even talking about it. Why? Because it doesn't help anything. Di ba? I mean, will you make it easier to arrest this guy kung meron siyang drug test? No. Because a drug test result is not evidence of for to support a drug case. That's not evidence. That is not enough evidence. Eh, lalo na dito, how would it be enough evidence that he committed physical injuries in this case by reckless imprudence or by intentional running over of a person? But the drug test result or even the talk of drug test does not do anything in this case. It does not help. It does not help. Thank you, Johanna Divina Gracia, for your super sticker. Thank you very much this evening. Okay, Glyceria Gaspar, watching from New Jersey. Hello, hello, hello. New Jersey. Oh yeah, that one. Dito sa may East Coast, sa taas, no? New Jersey. Yeah. Dapat maging boses ka na lang po ng Luminous. I'm already that, I suppose. Trixie and I were that in the beginning, and then now there are many of us. Si Attorney Trixie now is the bosses of the president and his government. Ako is by default becoming the bosses of Luminous. But we do have friends in Luminous that are helping us. Si JP Varela, si Irian Pascual, myself, and other people also. Like SAS and TP, they are helping. We are helping each other out in coming up with information to the public, to be given to the public. Okay. All right. How long has it been? Okay, we almost on the 1 hour mark, or we are already at the 1 hour mark. Again, as I said, this is just a practice live, and I just really wanted to get myself acquainted with this whole thing. And of course, dahil dumating sa Attorney Trixie dito, it was a happy surprise that nakausap niyo siya. Okay? But again, let's just keep doing this. And I hope to do this every night with you to discuss things. And I am sorry if I cannot answer everything that you ask here. But if we are going to do this every night, then sooner or later I'd probably be able to answer your question. Maybe not all of them, but one. Okay, so justice is delayed is justice denied. All right. Dito sa kaso ni San Vicente, this is not yet over. Okay, we don't know yet what's going to happen next. So uh, let's not conclude it yet for everyone. Okay, let's not conclude it yet for everyone. Let's just be patient. Magalit tayo kung magalit. Let's express it, yes. But do not make conclusions about this case and the people involved in it yet. Not yet. Okay, it's not fair. It's not even justified. Okay, but okay, together as we go on with our activities here sa Luminous, we will kind of sort it out. We will help each other sort this thing out, how to understand these things and how to view these things and how to control our reaction to these things na hindi naman tayo masyadong na stress because of these things. And again, it will also develop a sense of vigilance sa atin na, oo nga, mabantay talaga tayo dito sa ating mga representatives ng gobyerno because they are our representatives in this democratic system. Yung warrantless arrest po, Georgina, that's already discussed last night. Last night. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Yung live natin kagabi. Sabi ni Nita, yung isang katulad niyo po ang kailangan ng bayan. Hindi tagapagtanggol sa mga nangangailangan lang. Well, yeah, I am already doing that. I have already been doing that. I've been doing that. Pero yun nga, hindi tayo magiging sapat. Mag-isa lang tayo or sa kami dalawa. We always realize that no matter how much we want to help, there is always people who would need us more than we can ever help them. Okay, and that's why our challenge to everyone as we make them understand all of these things is also to challenge them to help, so that everyone will help, so that everyone will join us in helping people, each other. Even as we fight with each other online. Congratulations pala kay Trisha. Roberto, congratulations for being admitted to the Harvard School of Masters in Medicine. Congratulations to you. Trisha is not part of this entire election thing, and she is Filipino, and we are proud that she made it there. Di ba? I don't know her personally, but nakaka-proud pa rin. Di ba? Dahil Filipino pa rin siya, and galing siya sa atin. And it brings hope for us na makapunta rin tayo doon. Na hindi lang si Trisha ang makakapunta sa Harvard Master Medicine. But tayo, uh, more and more of us would be able to do that. And the more we support each other, even if sometimes you have to fight on certain things in life, we don't have to hate each other if there's no really need to. There's no need. There's real need to do that. So, again, as a form of a politic attitude or behavior, yung politic, ibig sabihin yung relax lang. Kaiba tayo ng politika, pero we are polite to each other and we still congratulate each other because we are all Filipinos, humans in general. We are always proud of what our kind will achieve. We are always proud of what our own kind will achieve. And so that is it. And congratulations din sa mga na-designate presidente and sorry sa mga na-designate na terorista. Sorry sa inyo. You have to stop doing that siguro now before you are eradicated and buried in the ground. Minto na siguro muna tayo dyan sa revolution na yan ni Joma Season because Joma Season really has forgotten all about you. He has forgotten all about you and the struggle and this revolution. He has completely forgot about this thing and just put you there in the front line to die for nothing. Diba? Okay, so all right. But again, join me in doing this. Just exchange of ideas. We don't have to completely resolve something in one life, such that I convince you completely about something, or you convince me completely about something, or we prove completely wrong other people, like the Dilawan and the Paglinawan. We just talk and listen to each other. Okay? Even as we fight in some other areas of life, in society. Okay, let's just continue doing this. Magkakagalit minsan tayo dito when we disagree about something, but let's always remember that in this small community called Luminous, that we strive to keep it no, keep it human and understanding and in solidarity with each other, diba? Because if we learn how to do this in the small community we call Luminous, it will trickle out, it will trickle down to a larger community which we call a barangay or the school, and then later on the city, and then later on the region, and then later on the entire country. And it's nothing but good things, di ba? It's nothing but good things. So let's do that, and in the process, we will see where we are wrong by you telling me where I'm wrong, and by me telling you where you could be wrong, and we could together find alternatives for things that we agree to be wrong, di ba? Okay. So again, let's discover our limits and let's um, together let's push to discover also our capacity, our capabilities as human beings, as Filipinos, as members of Luminous. Let's do that. Let's help each other discover how much we can do. Okay, to help each other to better ourselves and to develop a country that is caring, that is modern in thinking and science, scientifically um, knowledgeable, mga ganyan. Okay, so let's just help each other do this thing. Let's not set really high expectations of each other. Let's just keep talking. Okay, so maybe we can achieve little by little what we need from each other. Okay, and lastly, there are things that I say online that are crazy because I'm inherently crazy. But I'm really inherently crazy. Sometimes I say things like I'm Satan and all that stuff, but it's just something that I say and to shock people and to argue and to prove a point. Okay? Just don't take it seriously. If you're a devout Catholic or a Muslim or a Protestant, I'm one of you. I consider what is good to you as also good. What I consider what is important to you as also important. Okay, I may be saying crazy things, but I am one of you. Okay, so right, that's it. Let's not carry this for any longer kasi baka mabore na tayo lahat. But tomorrow we will try to do this again. I promise you that. Let's do this again. Okay, very well. Thank you very much. May you have a good night's sleep if you care to sleep at all, because I don't. I just like to probably read and tinker with the computer and all that stuff and post stuff on Luminous and on my personal page. But I will see you. I will see all of you and even more of you tomorrow night. And if we are lucky, baka dumaan ulit siya rin Trixie dito, di ba? Hindi natin siya masyado mamiss. But yeah, let's just keep it a continuing conversation between people who are part of Luminous. Right? Di ba? Ang ganda pakinggan. Okay, continuing conversation. Alright. Thank you, Joanna, and to those everyone who sent out super sticker and whatever donations ba ang tawag dyan. Thank you very much, Maite and Mary Angel and Sakura, thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Right? Goodbye. Bye. Bye.